job.
Feathers of Fire, simply put, is a show like no other. A spectacular shadow theater production playing to sold-out crowds in the US, Asia, and Europe. Its creator is award-winning filmmaker, designer, and illustrator Hamid Rahmanian, born and educated in Iran.
160 puppets with 8 actors and 137 animated backgrounds, and we performed in the giant screen.
You raised me when my own kind left me to die.
You must grow into your own shape.
It's based on the ancient Persian epic Shahnameh, or the Book of Kings, a masterpiece written more than 1,000 years ago by one of the world's greatest poets, Ferdowsi.
This is the fairy tales that in Western world we can compare it to the Rapunzel or Romeo and Juliet and Jungle Book.
My lady.
My love.
I didn't know how lonely I was until I met you.
Oscar-winning director Francis Ford Coppola calls it one of the greatest epics of all time, brought to life in a spectacular fashion. He saw Feathers of Fire 3 times during its run in San Francisco.
He came to the backstage once when we were rehearsing, and then when we opened up, he came again, sat down backstage, and once he came, was kind enough to sit in the front.
The production, the elaborate puppets that took months to construct, is a labor of love for Rahmanian, who brings together a host of talent from across the globe. And how do you think the Asian culture, the Persian culture, the ancient Silk Road from many, many years ago, does it all come together in Feathers of Fire?
Yeah, this the visually beautiful and the sound, the music is beautiful, and also in China there's puppetry, historical art form. So this is a perfect piece that combines those two cultures. We connect through art, and very deeply that we believe that art can
Bridge the differences.
Yeah, and it can bring us together and also work together as a team.
And as a team, Feathers of Fire will head to Paris, Beijing, and Shanghai this year in hopes of dazzling crowds there. Why China?
They have a, as I said, flourishing tradition. Beautiful. You have to see the craftsmanship of some of these shadow puppets in China. It's just mind-blowing. And I'm really excited to perform for the people who actually really understand and exposed to this form of art, storytelling.
A unique form of storytelling, years of planning, excruciating 17-hour days that Rahmanian says comes with a price.
Making art is love. It's like having a lover. You have to be ready to die for her or him. So for your art is also, you have to be ready to sacrifice yourself, your wealth, your house, your health, I mean everything.
But for Rahmanian, an Iranian American, it's also about something bigger.
When they leave the theater, they're living with something very, first of all, they feel their soul is being cleansed, as they wash their souls. And then they get something that they have something to compare with. When they go sit down in front of a TV and hear something bad about Middle East or Iran, now they have something good to compare with.
Opening hearts and minds and entertaining crowds, one performance at a time.